Can we talk about kindness for a little bit? Kindness is one of those things where it's always talked about, but yet not a lot of people really feel like they either A, see a lot of it, or B, probably do a lot of it themselves. I always go by the saying when everybody's saying like how I'm doing a good job or how nice I am and whatnot. I always say this: I tried the best that I can do, because literally that's all you can do nowadays. It seems like being nice is one of the hardest things to do, and a lot of people can be like, "No, it's not." But if you really think about it, it's easier to do bad things or easier to not do the right thing, which is still the same thing as doing bad things. But it's easier to be in the wrong than it is to do right. Even though that it seems like it will be easier to do right, if that makes any sense. Well, what I'm going at right now is actually an incident that actually happened for me last week. I think it was last week. Yeah. I was going out. Yeah, it was actually last week. It was last Sunday. It was last Sunday when this happened. I was going out getting breakfast and just doing my usual stuff when I was just looking for breakfast, getting something for me and Whitney, and I was in the drive-thru, ordered our stuff, and then went through the drive-thru like usual. Had my card out, was about to go ahead and pay. Then the person at the drive-thru told me that the person in front of me, the car in front of me, paid for my stuff. Just that random act of kindness. I don't know who the person was. I still don't know who the person is to this day. But it was at McDonald's over near the St. Vincent's over on the south side of town. I was just in line, and all of a sudden somebody paid for my food. And this was about like $13 worth of food. So it wasn't like it was, I mean, it's not a lot of food, it's not a lot of money, but still, for something like that, for that person to pay for their food and my food, that was something right there. So I was just flabbergasted that somebody would actually go out their way and pay for my food. Somebody that they don't even know, somebody that they probably will never see again, came out and paid for my food. So yeah, that was an interesting moment, and I decided to go ahead and pay it forward, and I paid for the person right behind me. So hopefully that person carried it on and continued the I don't know what you would call it, continue the rotation, continue the kindness and whatnot. But that was interesting. That really made me feel good that somebody would do this out of the kindness of their heart, just to go ahead and do that. But I'm not telling you today to go out there and spend money on something, because if you don't have the money, you don't have the money. But if you can, do a random act of kindness. Go out there and help somebody else out. If you're at Starbucks and you got a couple extra dollars, pay for the person's coffee that's right behind you or whatnot, or pay for somebody's food, or even just go out there and just give a high five, give a handshake, give a smile. Just be kind, because in the world that we're living in right now, we truly need it. And hopefully this kindness can keep it going, can move and spread around. Just spread the love. Just spread kindness. Spread happiness in a world that has been bringing up a lot of hate lately. You can make things happen. It might not seem like it's easy to do, but it is. It is very, very easy to be kind. It is very easy to be nice to one another. But it can be easier to throw shade. It can be easier to do the wrong thing. But I know how a lot of people are. And I know that you're probably one of those people as well. So be kind to one another. Be nice to one another. And just love one another.